Ladies, the secret to attracting quality men is not found in external tactics or fleeting trends, but in cultivating a life of substance, purpose, and character. Remember, you do not chase, you attract. When you know your worth, walk in purpose, and carry yourself with grace, the right man will recognize the treasure that you are. Live with intention, love with wisdom, and always remember you are deserving of a partnership that honors and uplifts you. Thank you. You are not a commodity to be bargained for. You are a masterpiece, fearfully and wonderfully made with unique value and purpose. Recognizing this truth is foundational because how you see yourself determines the energy you project and the standards you enforce. When you understand your worth, you stop seeking validation from external sources and begin to operate from a place of internal assurance. Understanding your worth starts with knowing who you are and whose you are. Your value is not dictated by societal trends, physical appearance, or the opinions of others. It is rooted in the essence of your identity, the gifts you possess, and the impact you are meant to have in this world. When you carry yourself with this awareness, it shows in how you walk, speak, and interact with the world. Men of substance are naturally drawn to women who exude confidence, not arrogance, and dignity, not pretension. Confidence is not about shouting your value, but quietly knowing it. It's reflected in how you treat yourself, the decisions you make, and the way you demand respect, not through aggression, but by how you live your life. A woman who knows her worth does not settle for being an option. She does not compromise her standards to fit into someone else's expectations, nor does she allow herself to be mistreated in the name of love. She understands that respect begins with how she carries herself and what she permits in her life. When you know your worth, you stop chasing approval and begin to attract respect. You are not intimidated by the presence of others because you understand that your value is unique and cannot be replicated. You don't need to dim your light to make others comfortable because you understand that shining brightly does not diminish anyone else's glow. Self-worth is also about boundaries. It means saying no to what doesn't align with your values and saying yes to opportunities and relationships that uplift and empower you. A woman who knows her worth invests in her growth, takes care of her well-being, and surrounds herself with people who recognize and celebrate her value. Understanding your worth requires consistent self-reflection and personal development. It is not about perfection, but about progress. The more you embrace your strengths, work on your weaknesses, and celebrate your uniqueness, the more your worth becomes evident, not just to others, but to yourself. Your worth is not something you earn, it is something you recognize and accept. Once you truly grasp this, you become unstoppable, radiating a presence that cannot be ignored and a strength that cannot be diminished. Attraction begins within, rooted in the essence of who you are, not in external appearances or superficial qualities. To attract a quality man, you must first turn inward and commit to developing yourself in every area of life. This is not about perfection, but about intentional progress. A strong, mature, and confident individual is a magnet for someone of equal caliber. Start by cultivating your mind. The quality of your thoughts shapes the quality of your life. Pursue knowledge, challenge yourself intellectually, and engage in meaningful conversations. A sharp and curious mind is compelling. It shows that you are invested in growing and expanding your horizons. A quality man values a woman who can engage in deep and thought-provoking discussion, someone who can challenge his perspectives and bring fresh insights to the relationship. Next, focus on your spirit. Your inner world is the foundation of your outer strength. Spend time nurturing your values, beliefs, and relationship with God or your spiritual source. A woman with a strong spiritual foundation exudes peace, clarity, and purpose. This doesn't mean perfection, it means striving to live with integrity, aligning your actions with your beliefs, and finding strength in your faith during challenging times. Character development is equally critical. Work on qualities such as patience, resilience, kindness, and humility. These are traits that cannot be fake. They are cultivated through self-reflection, life experiences, and intentional choices. A man of substance is drawn to a woman whose character reflects depth and authenticity. He isn't looking for someone who merely fits a mold, but someone who can stand firm in her identity while bringing positivity and strength to the partnership. Your emotional well-being is another cornerstone of personal development. Learn to manage your emotions, practice self-control, and cultivate self-awareness. A woman who can navigate her feelings with maturity is not only attractive, but also reassuring. Emotional stability signals that you are ready to handle the complexities of a meaningful relationship without falling into unnecessary drama or chaos. Take the time to discover your passions and invest in them. Whether it's a career, a hobby, or a personal mission, having a sense of direction and purpose makes you more appealing. It demonstrates that you are not waiting for someone to complete you, because you are already on a journey of fulfillment. A quality man seeks a partner, not a project. He is drawn to a woman who is confident in her path and willing to walk alongside him, not dependent on him to define her. Developing yourself also means taking care of your physical health. While outer beauty fades, your health and vitality influence how you present yourself to the world. Eat well, exercise, and take pride in your appearance, not for others, but as an act of self-respect and love. Your physical energy impacts how you show up in relationships and in life. Lastly, surround yourself with individuals who inspire and uplift you. Growth is often influenced by the company you keep. Invest in friendships and mentors who challenge you to be better, encourage you to reach higher, and support your journey of self-discovery. As you grow, your environment should reflect your aspirations and values. Developing yourself is a continuous journey, a daily commitment to becoming the best version of who you were created to be. It's not about becoming someone else, but refining and nurturing the person you already are. There is a critical difference between preferences and standards, and understanding this distinction can transform your approach to relationships. Preferences are flexible, they are the nice to have, such as a man's hobby, style, or physical traits. Standards, however, are non-negotiable. They are the principles that define your values, your self-worth, and how you expect to be treated. These are the pillars upon which respect, trust, and love are built. When you set clear standards, you communicate to the world and to any potential partner what you will and will not accept in your life. Standards are not about being difficult or demanding. They are about protecting your dignity and creating a foundation for meaningful connections. So, a woman with standards radiates confidence because she knows she doesn't have to settle for less than what aligns with her values. Quality men respect women who are unapologetic about their standards. When a woman has clear boundaries, it signals that she knows her worth and will not compromise her integrity for temporary gratification or superficial attention. It challenges a man to rise to the occasion, to be intentional, and to prove himself as someone worthy of her trust and partnership. Setting standards begins with self-awareness. Take the time to understand what matters most to you, your beliefs, your goals, your vision for a relationship. What are the qualities and values that are non-negotiable in a partner? These might include honesty, loyalty, kindness, ambition, or faith. When you are clear about your standards, you can filter out potential partners who do not align with them without wasting time or emotional energy. Boundaries are an essential part of maintaining your standards. They act as a protective shield, ensuring that your emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being are respected. A quality man will not be intimidated by your boundaries. Instead, he will honor them. He will see them as a reflection of your self-respect and will adjust his behavior to meet them. On the other hand, someone who disregards your boundaries is showing you that he does not deserve a place in your life. Having standards also means being consistent. It's easy to articulate your expectations, but true strength lies in standing by them even when emotions are involved. This consistency ensures that you attract the right kind of man, one who is aligned with your values rather than settling for someone who merely meets temporary preferences. It's important to distinguish between healthy standards and unrealistic demands. Healthy standards are rooted in mutual respect and shared values, while unrealistic demands are often superficial and rigid. A quality man is looking for a partner who inspires and supports him, not someone who imposes unattainable expectations. Balance is key. Know your worth, but also recognize that a relationship involves growth, compromise, and partnership. One of the most empowering aspects of having standards is the ability to walk away when they are not met. Walking away is not a loss. It is an act of self-respect. It sends a clear message that you value yourself too much to settle for less than what you deserve. This decisiveness not only protects your heart, but also opens the door for someone who truly aligns with your values to enter your life. Ultimately, standards are about creating a life and a relationship that reflect your deepest values and aspirations. They set the tone for how others treat you and define the level of respect and commitment you expect. By upholding your standards, you position yourself as a woman of substance, one who is worthy of a quality partnership built on mutual respect, love, and integrity. Purpose is the foundation of a fulfilling life and the cornerstone of meaningful relationships. A purpose-driven woman knows who she is and why she exists, and this clarity radiates in everything she does. Men of vision, those who are intentional, focused, and determined, are naturally drawn to women who live with the same sense of direction and resolve. A woman with purpose doesn't just exist, she thrives, and her passion for life becomes a powerful source of attraction. Being purpose-driven begins with understanding that you were created for a unique mission, a calling that is yours alone to fulfill. This purpose is not tied to a relationship or external validation, but is deeply rooted in your identity and the gifts you've been given. When you are clear about your purpose, you approach life with intentionality, setting goals that align with your vision and pursuing them with determination. This kind of focus is magnetic because it demonstrates that you are committed to something greater than yourself. A purpose-driven woman inspires admiration because she is not defined by the people around her or the circumstances she faces. Instead, she defines herself by her values, her work, and her contribution to the world. She is not waiting for someone to complete her or rescue her because she is already whole and engaged in a mission that brings her fulfillment. This independence and self-assuredness are deeply appealing to a man who is also driven by purpose. Purpose gives you confidence, and confidence is attractive. When you are living out your mission, you exude a sense of direction and strength that sets you apart. You are not easily swayed by distractions or fleeting desires because you have a clear understanding of where you're going. This focus not only enhances your own life, but also signals to a quality man that you are someone who can add value and depth to his journey. Living with purpose also means being intentional about the relationships you build. A purpose-driven woman does not settle for mediocrity or waste time on connections that do not align with her vision. She seeks relationships that complement her goals and values, relationships where there is mutual support and shared growth. This selectiveness is not about arrogance, but about protecting the path she is on and ensuring that those who walk alongside her are heading in the same direction. Purpose-driven women inspire respect because they live with integrity. Their actions align with their beliefs, and they are consistent in their pursuit of excellence. This integrity is especially appealing to men of vision because it reflects a level of maturity and depth that goes beyond surface-level attraction. A woman with purpose challenges a man to grow, to think bigger, and to strive for more, not just for himself, but for the partnership they build together. It's important to remember that being purpose-driven is not about perfection or having all the answers. It's about progress and the willingness to keep moving forward despite obstacles. A man of vision is not looking for someone who has it all figured out, but for someone who is committed to growth and passionate about her journey. This shared sense of ambition creates a dynamic where both partners can inspire and uplift each other as they work toward their respective goals. Purpose is also about impact. A purpose-driven woman understands that her life is not just about personal success, but about making a difference in the lives of others. Whether through her career, her community, or her family, she is driven by the desire to leave a positive legacy. This focus on contribution and service adds depth to her character and makes her even more appealing to a man who values purpose and vision. When you are purpose-driven, you become a catalyst for change and growth, not just in your own life, but in the lives of those around you. You set a standard of excellence that inspires others to rise to their potential. This influence, paired with your unwavering commitment to your mission, creates a powerful presence that cannot be ignored. Emotional maturity is a cornerstone of healthy and lasting relationships. It involves the ability to understand and manage your emotions while navigating the complexities of human connection with grace and wisdom. Relationships thrive when both parties bring emotional stability to the table, and building this quality within yourself is one of the most empowering steps you can take. Emotional maturity isn't something you are born with. It's a skill cultivated through self-awareness, intentional growth, and life experiences. Learning to manage your emotions is at the heart of emotional maturity. This doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring your feelings. Rather, it means acknowledging them, understanding their root causes, and responding to them in a way that promotes clarity and resolution. Emotional reactions are natural, but maturity allows you to choose your responses rather than being ruled by fleeting impulses. A woman who has mastered her emotions exudes calm confidence and is less likely to be shaken by external circumstances. Effective communication is another vital component of emotional maturity. Expressing yourself clearly, listening actively, and being open to constructive dialogue are skills that strengthen any relationship. When you communicate from a place of self-awareness and respect, you create an environment where trust and understanding can flourish. Emotional maturity helps you approach disagreements with a desire for resolution rather than domination, fostering mutual growth rather than conflict. Practicing patience is essential in building emotional stability. Life and relationships are full of uncertainties, challenges, and moments of waiting. A mature woman understands that instant gratification is not the measure of success, and she is willing to invest time and effort into building something meaningful. Patience reflects your ability to endure discomfort, delay reactions, and trust the process without losing focus or letting frustration take over. Emotional maturity also involves accountability. Taking responsibility for your actions, words, and emotions is a sign of strength and integrity. A mature woman does not shift blame or avoid difficult conversations. Instead, she owns her mistakes, learns from them, and commits to doing better. This level of accountability earns respect and creates a strong foundation for partnership. Developing empathy is another hallmark of emotional maturity. Empathy allows you to see things from another person's perspective, fostering deeper connections and minimizing misunderstandings. It is the bridge between emotional intelligence and relational harmony. A woman with empathy can provide comfort, understanding, and support, even in moments of personal challenge, which demonstrates remarkable strength and compassion. Resilience is another critical trait of emotional maturity. Life will inevitably bring storms, and how you handle adversity says a lot about your character. Emotional maturity equips you to face difficulties with grace, composure, and a problem-solving mindset. It's not about avoiding challenges, but about learning to navigate them without becoming overwhelmed or reactive. This resilience not only strengthens you individually, but also enhances your capacity to contribute to a stable and supportive relationship. Boundaries are an essential aspect of emotional maturity. They define what you will accept and protect your emotional well-being. Setting and maintaining healthy boundaries demonstrates self-respect and communicates your needs without hostility or fear. Boundaries are not walls, they are guidelines that help nurture mutual respect and understanding in any relationship. Lastly, emotional maturity requires ongoing self-reflection. It involves regularly assessing your feelings, behaviors, and reactions to ensure that they align with your values and goals. This practice of introspection allows you to identify patterns, address areas for growth, and celebrate progress. Emotional maturity is a journey, not a destination, and it requires a commitment to continuous learning and self-improvement. Physical beauty may catch the eye, but it is fleeting and often subject to personal taste and societal trends. Inner beauty, however, transcends time and captivates in ways that leave a lasting impact. It is a reflection of your character, your heart, and the light you bring into the lives of others. When a woman exudes inner beauty, she becomes irresistible, not because of her outward appearance, but because of the essence of who she is. Inner beauty begins with kindness. A kind-hearted woman leaves an imprint on everyone she encounters. Kindness is not just about being nice, it is about having a genuine concern for others, offering empathy, and extending grace even in difficult situations. Kindness reflects strength because it shows that you can rise above negativity and remain true to your values. A woman who treats others with respect, compassion, and generosity becomes a source of comfort and inspiration. Humility is another hallmark of inner beauty. A humble woman does not seek validation or recognition to define her worth. She is confident but not arrogant, aware of her strengths without feeling the need to boast or belittle others. Humility allows you to remain teachable, open to growth, and grounded in the truth that everyone has value. This quality makes you approachable and relatable, fostering trust and connection with those around you. Compassion adds depth to inner beauty. Compassion goes beyond empathy. It is the willingness to act on behalf of others, to offer support, and to share in their joys and struggles. A compassionate woman radiates a warmth that draws people to her. She listens without judgment, offers help without expecting anything in return, and brings hope where there is despair. Compassion transforms relationships and creates an atmosphere of love and acceptance. Inner beauty also shines through emotional intelligence. A woman who understands herself and others, who can navigate emotions with wisdom and poise, stands out. Emotional intelligence enables you to handle conflicts gracefully, build deeper connections, and create harmony in your interactions. It is a testament to your maturity and your ability to care for the well-being of those around you. Gratitude is another powerful expression of inner beauty. When a woman cultivates a heart of gratitude, it reflects in her attitude and outlook on life. Gratitude allows you to find joy in the little things, to see the good even in challenging circumstances, and to appreciate the people and opportunities in your life. This perspective creates a sense of peace and contentment that is deeply attractive. Confidence, when rooted in inner beauty, is quiet yet unshakable. It is not about dominating a room, but about being comfortable in your own skin. A confident woman does not compare herself to others, because she knows her worth comes from within. She embraces her uniqueness, celebrates her strengths, and accepts her imperfections with grace. This confidence is magnetic because it reflects self-acceptance and inner peace. Generosity also plays a significant role in inner beauty. A generous spirit is not confined to material giving, but extends to your time, attention, and energy. A woman who shares her knowledge, encouragement, and presence uplifts others and creates an atmosphere of abundance. Generosity reflects a heart that is secure and open, free from fear of scarcity or competition. Finally, inner beauty radiates through joy and peace. A joyful woman lights up a room not because of her appearance, but because of the positive energy she brings. Joy is not dependent on circumstances. It stems from an inner wellspring of gratitude, purpose, and contentment. Similarly, peace reflects an inner calm that anchors you no matter what storms may arise. A peaceful woman creates a safe and nurturing space for others, drawing them closer through her stability and serenity. Inner beauty is cultivated, not inherited. It requires intentional effort to develop the qualities that reflect the best of who you are. It is the result of self-awareness, personal growth, and a commitment to living in alignment with your values. When you focus on shining from within, you become a beacon of hope, love, and strength in a world that desperately needs these qualities. In a world where external appearances and curated images often define how we are perceived, being authentic is a radical and powerful act. Authenticity is the essence of living true to yourself, regardless of the expectations or judgments that may surround you. When you embrace your true self, your values, your quirks, your strengths, and your weaknesses, you create a magnetic presence that draws the right people into your life. Pretending to be someone you're not, on the other hand, is exhausting and unsustainable. It creates a facade that is difficult to maintain and eventually leaves you feeling disconnected from your true identity. Being authentic means that you do not need to conform to others' ideas of who you should be or what you should look like. It means being comfortable in your own skin, accepting both your imperfections and your uniqueness. Authenticity requires vulnerability, the courage to show the world who you truly are, without fear of rejection or criticism. This level of transparency and honesty is incredibly attractive because it signals confidence and self-assurance. A woman who is authentic does not seek validation from others. She is already at peace with herself. Wholeness is also a key element of authenticity. Wholeness is not about being perfect or free from flaws. It is about being complete in your own right, independent of anyone else. A whole woman does not enter a relationship looking for someone to complete her, because she recognizes that her completeness is not dependent on another person. She understands that her worth and happiness are not derived from external sources, but from within. She is grounded in her own identity, purpose, and sense of self. A quality man respects and desires a woman who is whole, not because he sees her as a finished product, but because he recognizes that she is secure in who she is. He is drawn to her because she is not seeking him to fill a void, but to complement the life she has already built. A woman who is whole does not depend on a relationship to validate her or give her meaning instead. She enters into it with the intention of mutual growth, sharing love and support while remaining true to herself. Being authentic also means embracing both your strengths and your flaws with equal acceptance. Authenticity is not about perfection, but about embracing your humanity, your uniqueness, and your capacity for growth. It involves being honest about your goals, your desires, and your past experiences without fear of judgment. The more you embrace your true self, the more you create space for others to do the same. Authenticity invites others to be real with you, fostering deeper and more meaningful connections. Living authentically requires inner work and self-awareness. It means taking the time to understand who you are, what you stand for, and what you want out of life. This process involves peeling away layers of social conditioning, past experiences, and external pressures to uncover the person you were always meant to be. It requires letting go of the need for approval from others and trusting that your own sense of worth is enough. An authentic woman is not afraid to express her opinions, share her feelings, or pursue her dreams. She does so with the understanding that being herself is the most powerful thing she can offer to the world and to a relationship. She is not looking for someone to tell her who she is because she already knows. This self-awareness and confidence are what make her truly captivating. Wholeness and authenticity also cultivate emotional independence. A woman who is whole does not rely on a man to make her feel complete, nor does she project unrealistic expectations onto him. She understands that a relationship is not about fulfilling unmet needs, but about coming together as two individuals who already feel whole and content. This sense of emotional independence allows her to enter into a partnership with a sense of freedom and respect for both herself and her partner. Ultimately, being authentic and whole requires courage, but it is this very courage that makes you irreplaceable. A woman who is comfortable in her own skin, who embraces her truth, and who is whole in herself is a powerful force. She does not need to pretend, seek approval, or chase external validation. She simply is, and in that being, she attracts the kind of love and partnership that is grounded in mutual respect, admiration, and a deep sense of connection. Patience and discernment are powerful tools when it comes to relationships. In a world that often encourages instant gratification, the ability to wait for the right person and to choose wisely is a rare and invaluable trait. Not every man who shows interest deserves access to your life, and it is essential to remember that quality is always more important than quantity when it comes to the people you allow into your world. Embracing patience and discernment is about taking the time to evaluate the person, their character, and their intentions before allowing them to have an important place in your heart and life. Patience is an act of self-respect. It is a conscious choice to wait for the right relationship rather than rushing into something for the sake of companionship. In today's fast-paced world, it can be tempting to settle for someone who gives you attention, even if that attention is not aligned with your long-term goals or values. Patience teaches you to value yourself enough to know that you deserve more than a superficial connection. It allows you to build a strong foundation, rather than rushing into a relationship that may ultimately not be fulfilling. Discernment goes hand in hand with patience. While patience teaches you to wait for the right moment, discernment is the ability to make wise decisions when choosing the right partner. It involves observing and understanding the actions, words, and behaviors of the person pursuing you. Discernment is not about making snap judgments, but taking the time to assess whether this person truly aligns with your values, goals, and boundaries. A quality man will not only be attracted to you, but will demonstrate through his actions that he shares your values and respects who you are. One of the most important aspects of discernment is observing how a man treats others. It is easy to put on a facade when trying to impress someone, but a man's true character is revealed in his interactions with others. Does he show kindness and respect to those around him, especially those who can offer him nothing in return? How does he treat service workers, strangers, and his family? A man who treats others with dignity and respect is likely to do the same in a committed relationship. Conversely, a man who is dismissive, rude, or entitled to others may also exhibit similar behaviors when it comes to your relationship. Another key aspect of discernment is assessing how well a man aligns with your values. Shared values are the foundation of any successful and lasting relationship. This is not about finding someone who mirrors every belief you hold, but about ensuring that the core values such as integrity, faith, ambition, and respect are in alignment. Take time to engage in deep conversations about important topics and observe how he handles discussions about difficult subjects. A man who respects your values will never ask you to compromise them for the sake of convenience or to appease his desires. He will encourage you to stand firm in what you believe and support you in your personal growth. Respecting your boundaries is another critical factor in determining whether a man is worthy of your time and energy. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are guidelines that protect your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. A man who genuinely respects you will honor your boundaries without question or manipulation. He will not push you to lower your standards or violate your comfort zones for his own benefit. His respect for your boundaries demonstrates his understanding of your worth and his commitment to treating you with the care and respect you deserve. In relationships, the process of careful selection cannot be underestimated. A quality relationship requires more than just attraction or chemistry. It requires intentionality, mutual respect, and alignment. Taking the time to assess whether a man is a good fit for you in the long term is essential. This means considering not just the immediate spark, but the deeper compatibility that will sustain a lasting partnership. It's important to ask yourself, does he support my dreams and goals? Can I envision a future with him? Will he be there for me during challenging times as well as joyous ones? The temptation to settle for someone who seems good enough in the moment is strong. But it is far more fulfilling to wait for someone who truly complements your life and enhances your journey. This requires discernment and awareness of the qualities that matter most to you and the courage to walk away from relationships that do not meet your standards. Patience allows you to resist the urge to settle for convenience, while discernment helps you recognize what is worth your time and energy. Ultimately, embracing patience and discernment is about recognizing that your time, energy, and love are valuable. You are not in a hurry to fill an empty space in your life, but are focused on creating a meaningful and fulfilling relationship with someone who is worthy of your heart. By practicing patience and discernment, you are building the foundation for a relationship that is based on mutual respect, love, and shared purpose. This careful selection process will lead you to the right partner, someone who complements your life, supports your dreams, and respects you in ways that make a lasting and meaningful connection.